This video is about Ludwig van Beethoven's String Quartet No. 14. I will explain the most important things about the work and the composer. Ludwig van Beethoven was a famous German composer who wrote many important pieces of music. The String Quartet No. 14, Op. 131, is one of his later works and was composed in 1826, a year before his death. This quartet is special because it is played in 7 movements, which was unusual for string quartets of that time. Beethoven was almost completely deaf when he wrote this work. Despite his deafness, he was still able to compose profound and emotional music. The String Quartet No. 14 consists of 7 different movements, all of which are played directly after one another. These movements are very different in tempo and mood. The first movement is slow and melancholy. The second movement is lively and fast. The third movement has a calm and contemplative character. The fourth movement is fast and energetic again. The fifth to seventh movements alternate between fast and slow passages, which gives the entire piece a great deal of variety. The String Quartet No. 14 is one of Beethoven's late works, a period in which his music became more profound and complex. During this period, Beethoven experimented with new forms and structures in his music. The quartet shows how Beethoven pushed the traditional boundaries of music by combining 7 movements without a break. This approach was very innovative for the time and influenced many other composers. Beethoven's String Quartet No. 14 is one of the most important works in the history of chamber music. It not only shows Beethoven's mastery of composition, but also his ability to express strong emotions through music. The quartet is known for its deep emotional impact and technical complexity. Musicians and listeners alike admire this piece for its beauty and innovative structure. In this quartet, Beethoven uses a very personal musical language. The melodies are often very expressive and the harmonies unexpected. Beethoven makes full use of the instruments of the string quartet to create a wide range of timbres. Each instrument, whether violin, viola, or cello, has important and often very demanding parts to play. This type of composition makes the quartet a challenging but rewarding piece for musicians. The String Quartet No. 14 was premiered after Beethoven's death. The first performance took place in Vienna in 1828. The audience was impressed by the depth and complexity of the work, although its unusual structure was initially difficult for some to understand. Over time, the quartet has become firmly established in the string quartet repertoire. Today, it is considered one of the great masterpieces of music history. String Quartet No. 14 is technically very demanding for musicians. The fast movements require precise and fast playing, while the slow movements demand great control of bowing and dynamics. Each movement presents different challenges to the musicians, from fast runs to deep, emotional melodies. These technical challenges make the quartet a favorite piece for professional string quartets. Beethoven's String Quartet No. 14 had a huge impact on the development of chamber music. Through this work and other late quartets, Beethoven showed how deep and complex chamber music could be. His work encouraged other composers to experiment and expand the boundaries of chamber music. Beethoven's influence can still be felt in chamber music today, as many composers use his ideas as a starting point for their own works. The String Quartet No. 14 is particularly well known for its emotional depth. Each movement seems to explore a different human emotion, from sadness and melancholy to joy and excitement. Beethoven was a master at translating his own feelings into music. This quartet is a good example of how music can express feelings that are sometimes difficult to describe in words.